And we are live.
What's up? Good morning.
Morning is showing that we've got a green circle showing stream is excellent. Excellent. So we're a few minutes early. We're by ourselves still.
Oh, let me get the link. I can share it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forget that.
I got you. Share, copy. Boom, boom.
I'm going to take one at 55.27. I'm going to put one there and see if it'll feel.
Oh, I'll do it both.
It might not feel. That's right at VWAP. And then, of course, I have my stop at the next level.
So you've got it right at 55.27.
50 I got it said or dead on 55.27. So might not get there.
Yeah. Yeah, what got to 55.26 to reject it, which is that fib level I have. Why do I have different fibs? What did I do wrong? Oh, you didn't call. Did you go? Yeah. My bad. Oh, your high is. Oh, I did the high from pre-market. Like
I do impulsive right? Move. So you could actually move it. You could actually change it to this candle here. You could actually run it there. And that's probably a little more accurate. So I'm going to move this back down. Fuck, I missed that move. Nobody's here, so I can say the F word.
Yeah, you can. That's allowed. So you moved it down.
I've got it at 55.25.50 now. So we'll see if it feels. I don't know. It looks like they might try to push this thing back up, but the question is, where do we reject that? Could be here, could be a little higher. If it breaks the 8 here, I might add one there and then leave this other one there. Lord. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would say it's not trying to rush it right now, just because the data is getting processed pretty good.
Yeah, we got 30 minutes to open, so we're still... Let's see. 21 might be a spot, to be honest with you here. We'll see. We'll let it play out. If it hits me here, we're in a trade early this morning. Still showing excellent on the YouTube, so that's great.
I think the delay is about 15-20 seconds, so not too bad.
Yeah, we can deal with that. As long as we don't start, as long as I don't get that big warning sign on YouTube Studio, we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, you came within a tick of filling my order. You kissed it. Might kiss it again. Might do more to it than kiss it here in a minute. You never know. Oh, love it. I love this every day. We better have Lewis in here today, by gosh. If he's not in here today, I'm going to be mad.
He's a stubborn mule. But we'll see. I posted it in both the Discord channels, so there's no excuse for him.
Perfect.
Just looking around pre-market wise, NQ's back at 18,900, battling that level.
Yeah. Well, we are not. I mean, we are just going to keep just getting right there to the point. Be like, you know what? I don't want to feel you yet, so let's just back off some.
So you
We
still
got
have your
one
short.
in the stream. I was really proud of our stream numbers yesterday. The hours watched were really, really strong.
Yeah, no, we had a good second day. Second day better than the first day, and then we'll see if the
One
third day
tick,
is better than
one
the
tick,
second day.
one tick, one tick. Going back and rewatching yesterday, I do know one thing. I got to stop talking over you so much. I don't do it
It's
on
all good.
purpose.
I don't find it annoying at all. I think good information's coming out on both ends. It's not like we're talking FSU football.
All right, I'm in. Let's see what we do. We got a short way up at that above that candle high, so we got room to run here, room to play with a little bit. And like I said, we're
They tapped
only.
you.
We will put our take profit at a lower day. Just remind me. Now I'm gonna move my actually take profit up because I'll mess around and forget that order's there. Pull a rookie move, and next thing you know, we are in a trade we don't want to be in. Do. Anybody in the chat over here? How do we sound? Everything sound good this morning?
Yeah, good information to have.
We did our fantasy football draft yesterday, so I'm getting blown up with text messages this morning. Hey, good job. Thank you, Dicker. Dicker said we're sounding good.
Good. Yeah, I retired from fantasy football about 4 years ago, and it's been nice, to be honest, to just watch and freely gamble without having to follow so many different players. You have an echo? Had a little echo there.
I turned the stream on my phone real quick, so I had the volume turned up on it, so it should be good to go now.
But yeah, we're I was in too many leagues. I was in like 4 leagues at the same time. I was having people playing each other. It was just not fun. So you're in a short here. It filled you at what, 55? I can't really read your screen. 55.26. Is that what it filled you?
Yeah. I'm at 55, 25, 50. We're 160, 175 up right now, so we're gonna let it see if it can go down. If we can get low a day on this thing and get 675 on the first trade, I will be more than happy.
Yeah, no, I mean it broke that 8 right now.
And it's got to close up below at 8, which it hadn't done yet. So let's not speak before we get there, brother.
Closes. Oh, I only look at 15-second candles, so yes.
How to do it.
So the loan,
the jinx is back, I think.
I'm back.
You're
bro.
Back.
I'm actually not in it, so I wanted to jinx it so I can get in. Looks like Apple's green on the day, Microsoft's red. What's Nvidia's red? Coin again, still in the trash.
Nvidia's just kind of chilling, looks like. Meta chilling. Let me move that over. Meta not looking too great. come on, what are you doing? I don't want that. Microsoft looks actually decent this morning, so. Come on, get over there. Bookmap is showing levels at, it's showing right below 55.20 is a pretty good spot. 300 orders there. 55.30 all the way to 55.35. You've got a lot of orders stacked on the upside. You got a few stacked around 54.75. That would be something. But CBD is just chilling around 400, so I mean it's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, so the ones in the stream, I'm gonna let you know. I told y'all I was going to request a payout with Top Step last night. Was not going to trade this XFA today. Well, Top Step approved and sent my payment this morning already. So you had less than a 12-hour turnaround, and they had sent the money. So that's hard to beat. That's good stuff. And here's the pot back above VWAP.
Yeah, I got entered at 26, 55.26, 5 MES.
We would probably, I don't know. I don't like this VWAP break here, but if we get up around that 55.29, we might add one more and then try to put a take profit, somewhere up, somewhere better. CBD's coming down, though. Even on this pop, CBD's coming down. It's down to 2 in the 200s now, so.
Yeah, I got greedy. I should have just kept it's only a point, but I should have kept the 27 limit order. I moved it down to 26. This is looking, I guess, it breaks past 29. That's not bueno.
I don't know if you heard yesterday, every time you said if so-and-so holds or it went the opposite way. If you said something needed to hold yesterday, it did not hold. So
we have video evidence now of all this nonsense I say. That's always
absolutely.
It makes me comfortable. That's great.
Guys, look for highlights to come out of Roy being wrong.
Exactly. The intentional blooper reel.
Let's see. What are we gonna do?
So you got your take profit at low a day, but I'm gonna move my.
Yeah, and that's probably a little aggressive, but
more of a placeholder. Yeah, I think
we'll see.
I think.
Hold this VWAP.
55.17 looks
do
good. 55.17 looks good.
55. There's no orders there. You got. Only thing concerning me, right above 55.20, you got 334 orders. So, oh hell, they just put 500 orders right above us. Right on us, like 510 orders are right on top of us here.
Which is right at VWAP. So. That was a pretty good pop. Had volume on it.
Yeah, CBD's gone negative 500 now too, by the way. I like to see that if we are building momentum, if it looks like these green candles are adding up, but then CBD's still dropping, that lets me know that the buyers are not actually in control. So,
yeah.
Unless we get a short squeeze, then we're screwed. But you know what? We got a stop loss here, right above high day. If it takes us out, it takes us out. I mean, right now, not high day, right above that that big candle on payroll or jobless claim.
I have my stop at that 55.34.
I've got it above. I got it 55, 35, 50 for now, but I'm risking $500. If we lose it, you know what? We can come back and make it back. I'm not worried about that. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Dixie
So are you
is
going to look at
concerns me. Dixie's down. Dixie's red. Last couple candles have not looked pretty on Dixie. Let's check out.
The VIX is red, 2080.
Actually pull the VIX candle out. Oh, Lord. 4 hour VIX. Let me change this. Let's look at the 5 minute. Yeah, VIX is not looking very pretty. Not looking very pretty. This thing could pop. We need VIX to go back up to that 2150 area.
Say it is. This 9:15 time is always an interesting one.
Yeah, we probably
Tends
got
to
in
do
early, but the last couple of days we haven't gotten in early, so it's okay. I'm not sweating it yet. Like I said, I've only got one on, so I'm not. If I lose this trade, this is not a deal breaker here for me.
Yeah.
I am going to do one thing though. And no, we're gonna leave it there. I was gonna change my personal daily loss limit, but we're gonna leave it alone for now. VIX is not helping. VIX is coming to a spot though where it should. If it's gonna bounce, it's gonna bounce. Let's see.
Yeah, we're right at that fib level now. And
Yeah, and I thought about adding one there and then taking it back down and taking profit at this 55, 25, 50 area on one, which would be right where I got in at. So that would be a break even on one and would have me pretty good in the other one. But I think I'm going to wait and see if we go any higher. If we do go higher, no harm, no foul. If we don't, we still in the short. So
right. Yeah, I'm not looking to add to this.
Not yet.
It's
It's
not
too close to open.
Yeah, it's not strong, but it's also not weak. It's just kind of lingering about. I'm not a fan of that volume that came in to break VWAP though, and
Yeah, hold on. Let's look at this 4 hour though. I don't know if you can see my chart there, but this 4 hour, we're still, we talked about we were in that bear flag yesterday, and by gosh, it played out. We're in another bear flag today. I don't know. That just does not look great to me.
Well, let's go over the data. We kind of did it before the stream, but let's revisit the data. So we had ADP employment this morning. Forecast was 140,000. Previous was 111,000. It came in at 99,000. So big miss there, which is why you had the drop at 7:15 Central. So the jobless claims came in pretty much right at forecast, a little bit higher, 2,000 higher. But as you had mentioned earlier this morning, what can you really trust those numbers given the revisions and the basically out in the open cooked data that's been pushed out. U.S. productivity was at 2.5% for Q2. Forecast came in right at forecast, slightly higher. Than previous. Labor cost came in lower, was a revision. Forecast was 0.8%, came in at 0.4%, which was 0.9% was the previous. So that's a pretty big revision down, which could be reason for this little pop here. We have services PMI coming out at 8:45, so it was 15 minutes after the open. So the PMI pending there at 15 minutes after the open. I will say that probably this short entry for me was a bit rushed. I should have stayed back a bit, let some of the stuff play out, and see how it reacts to VWAP instead of trying to get in before it got to VWAP.
Yeah, well,
So that would be kind of my mistake that I made this morning. Just reassessing.
I'm not gonna lie. I would take this trade every day. So
Yeah.
if we're wrong, we're wrong. That's just
Sure. Yeah.
That's something we gotta live with. So I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna let it play out. And like I said, if we're wrong, we're wrong. We get stopped out. We lose $500 or so. If we're right, then it plays out. I don't know. I think we could be getting exhausted here a little bit. I just don't. The numbers doesn't justify a pop today, but that doesn't mean anything.
Right. So we have big data tomorrow morning. Non-farm payrolls, they're at 7:30 Central. With jobs being is the focus of the Fed right now, obviously that report becomes massive, as it always is. But how we've played it in the past, you can't really do that again because good news is good news, bad news is bad news. So far, to Monty's point, we did not have good data from that ADP employment report. So playing along here is going against the data. But again, ADP is a private report. Some of the history on ADP, 2 years ago, Monty, they revised the entire formula. They actually stopped doing the report for about 5-6 months because it was just wildly inaccurate. So they revised the formula, and since then it's been pretty good, but still not in line with non-farm payrolls. So it's been an interesting thing on the jobs data because what is true, what is real. So even though it may be bad data, is it trusted bad data? I mean, it may be good data. Is it trusted good data? So that's why it's hard to kind of go solely off the data for these moves.
I love when they revise how they get data.
Yeah. They
That's
keep
like,
you on your toes.
everybody's looking at inflation numbers now. Like, oh, inflation is up. Well, if they hadn't changed the way they look at inflation, inflation would look really, really, really bad right now. Still,
Yeah.
But they change it where it looks a little bit better to make people feel better. And I get that part, and it's all political. But my gosh, it's anybody with a brain that goes to the grocery store knows that inflation is still stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you go in there, I used to go in the store for a quick trip was $20-$30. Now I walk out, it's $80 to $100. Same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's insane. I mean, I've found myself more often than not waiting on things to go on sale rather than just grabbing it and going. Like with California chicken pizzas, man, those things got expensive again. Like $10 a pop. Go to Domino's, get a $6 one, and they deliver and they send it to you. They ain't even got to cook it.
The dumbest thing to me is when chicken wings went stupid, and everybody's like, "Wings are the cheapest part of a chicken.
Yeah.
It should not be $8.99 a pound for chicken wings."
No.
Or brisket. Brisket got popular,
Yeah.
so it's to buy a brisket now is $180.
Which is crazy.
Brisket is the worst part of meat off of a cow.
Yeah.
The worst parts you could possibly get.
That's why you have to cook it for hours.
Yeah, that's why you got to cook it for a week and a half.
Yeah. That's why schools sell it, right? The fundraisers.
Yep. But when smoking meats and stuff got popular, brisket got popular, and boom, there we go.
Well, it's like back in the day, lobsters were fed to the prisoners in Boston.
Do
They
what
didn't know
now?
what to do with it. Lobsters were fed to prisoners in Boston because they had so much of
Oh,
it. They
really?
didn't know what to do with it. Yeah. So, like the 50s, 60s, you had lobster meals in prisons. Then it became a delicacy.
Ain't that something?
It's amazing. Pop, pop, pop.
Still just chilling around here, not just barely grinding a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't even call this grinding. This is more of a rolling uphill a little.
Yeah. How's Bookmap?
Looks exactly the same as it did before. You got those 500 orders are now right below us, so it's kind of holding everything up.
Okay.
You got a ton of orders right below us. Actually, you got 458, 222, 531, 126, and 102 all the way down to 515. I need to do a show on everything. Excellent.
It's hard for me to read your position. So did you add another one up here at
I have
55.29?
not touched it. I'm still on this one.
So your average is
I'm at 55, 25, 50. So I am 4 points out.
Gotcha.
And like I said, my thesis is really not wrong until we break this high. We break this high, of course, and that's why my stop's right there. And my thesis is wrong, and we will have to reevaluate. But as of right now, I'm just sitting here. VWAP is flattening out some, so that does concern me a tad bit. You got the 8, 21, and 13 all trending up, but they're going to flatten out if this candle comes back down. So not as worried about those as I am about VWAP. And that's testing VWAP now, so.
Yeah. This is
YouTube Studio still showing excellent streaming, so that's good. Oh, the problem is you get this VWAP break, then you got these EMAs you got to go through. If we break that, then we definitely could go to lower day. Or at least Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, low 15 area might be a good spot, actually. But
yeah, those EMAs are clustered up right there at VWAP. I mean, that's normally not a good sign if you're trying to break through it, especially heading into the open.
yeah.
So the open, the MOO, when does those numbers come out? They come out right at the open, or are they already out?
Right after 8:45.
Yeah.
And look, guys, no matter where we're at, before 8:45, this trade will be closed, one way or another. So I am not taking this into PMI.
Yeah, PMI has been spicy.
Well, you saw yesterday I held one into data, and you see what happened. It came down and got me. So all right, so here's a little pop, but we always get a little pop right here. So I probably should have waited up here to get in the short, but you know what? It's too late now. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I'll be mad at it when I get stopped out.
We got 2 minutes till open.
But just to show I wasn't that confident anyway, because I only took one instead of taking my normal two. So or three. It's okay. We'll see how it plays out here. I'm ready to see this MOO, see what it looks like. I got a feeling we're going to be negative again today.
We got 2 minutes.
I just did. There we go. My control panel just went out on YouTube. There we go. We're back. Excellent. Everything looks good. Okay.
How's the delay?
I'm not watching it there. I've got it. So I'm on OBS. It's got a control center here. I'm just looking at it. So I got. Let's see when I go get it. Oh, it's
Very little delay today. All right, good. Cool.
yeah. It didn't look like much at all.
So rules today, no holding through the data at 8:45.
Yep.
We got our stop at basically high day of the candle from the data. We've drawn our fibs from the high of the day of the candle, from 55.33.75 to the low of the day of 55.12. Yeah, so we're expecting a push down, but the price action is staying above VWAP, so that's putting us in a precarious situation.
So once I think I'm over here chatting away. Once it opens, you could definitely see that swap. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little pop here and then a fade back, and
There's your open.
Pop. All right, where's MOO? It hadn't come out yet. It's not good. Financial juice. Here's the pop. This question is, how high does it go before we get a fade back? Or do we trend up the rest of the day? MO balance was plus 85 million this morning. Was negative 25 million on NASDAQ and negative 20 million on the Magnificent Seven.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's the error.
So right at open, we get the error.
It comes out open every day.
Mm.
It looks like we are going to test here. Guys, are we froze in the stream or are we good in the stream? All right, they went and touched that candle, Roy, that we was talking about.
No, it just broke right through it. I got stopped.
Yeah, it hadn't stopped me yet,
Did I?
but it's fixed.
Did I get stopped? No, I haven't stopped. Looks like it's coming, though.
Yeah, I got a feeling too.
Yeah, they're about to stop us. Well, 55.35.50. That's where I had my stop. I think that's where your stop is, right?
55.35.50 has not hit, so.
No, it's not. No. What's book map? CVD?
50. We got orders down to 55.25, then orders right above that 55.35 area. Those two areas. They're pulling those 55.35s. They're consolidating them down to 55.35, 55.37. And then you've got a cluster from 55.27.50 down to 55.25. Cash out Trace, thank you. He says we're good. So I don't know what the error is about.
You got tied with puts again right out the gate, but open up much higher than calls. So
Yeah, I'm not.
But
I
again,
mean, I'm just not.
3 minutes.
I wouldn't go long and hold along here. Of course, I am still in the short, but I just don't like it long. And I could be proven wrong. So far, we're just not getting that move. It didn't sustain it all the way through. Now, that doesn't mean it's not fixing to do it now.
Right.
Decker said it's starting to freeze up a little now. So, and there's that move. I'm going to exit book now. And let me test. Let me test. Yeah, it looks like we're frozen. We are frozen
Fun.
on the stream. Let's see.
Currently holding 55.30, but not separating itself too far.
No, I don't like. I still think this short could play out, but there's only one way to tell. Dicker said they're getting every other frame or every few frames now. We're going to check the speed test here, see what the internet's showing. Oh, internet's showing great. So it's still a laptop.
55.28.
Open that we can close.
Had a test at VWAP. Here we go. Breakthrough.
Come on, baby. Give it to me. I've got everything else pretty much closed. Let's look at the activity monitor. Hey, what y'all think here? Let's look and see what's pulling the most. Bari is pulling the most. Y'all get an update, and OBS pulls a ton. OBS upper's not much.
We hit 55.
Safari's pulling over 1 gig.
We hit 55, 25, 50. It hit that fib line and bounced.
Oh, hold on, we're not done yet. Oh, that goober.
Oh man.
That was brutal, wasn't it? I'm over here trying to figure out what's going on, and with the YouTube stream. I was just kidding about not liking that long. I hate this.
I sat there and I said, just close it here at break even and reconsider. But it was such a strong move down. I thought maybe we could get the breakdown to at least 55.
Man, I was pulling.
I know you were doing resources.
I was pulling the most power on the computer, so
yeah.
Now I'm trying to get
it's at the top of the Bollinger Band right here, but it looks like it.
We're finna break out. Yeah. Here's what's gonna suck about it. So we're gonna get right here to this zone I've got drawn, and it's gonna get there. It's gonna take my stop out, and it's gonna drop.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting this pulled up. Come on, baby. Oh, here we go. It's going to stop me.
Yep.
There it is. Stopped out. $500 loss. We're going to sit back. Actually, what we're fitting to do, we're going to redraw these fibs. I'm telling you, don't like the data. I don't want to go long, but my gosh, you might see short covering today. And we do have data coming up. So we are not trading anything for the next, at least the next few minutes. And that could be what you're seeing now. You could be seeing some shorts cover right now. So.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was one that we had the dip, broke under VWAP, and it just didn't dig enough deeper. Found its support right at the fib line. I mean, if you look at the fibs where it bounced, it's just to the penny, right to the tick.
Yeah.
So we just honestly, we should have, once it bounced off of that, broke above VWAP, we probably should have exited and looked to flip long at 55.29. But
yeah, probably
it happened pretty quick. It's name of the game. Not every trade's going to be perfect, but yeah, this is where it kind of rejected earlier this morning.
This is right there on that level I was telling you about. That it's going to break my stop and get up here and reject back down.
Oh, now it's pushing high a day, so there it goes. Oof. So though we got stopped out, we didn't get murdered. So
we're not going to chase. We're going to look. Like I said, we've got roughly 5 minutes till data. So, and I'm trying to figure this out. So just give me a minute anyway. Actually, I'm going to Roy take over for a second.
Gotcha.
Going to play with the stream, see if I can fix it. So I'm going to actually mute myself for a second.
I'll redo my fibs now since we've got a rejection at the high of day 55.40.75. I'll move my fib up, and its lows at 55.12. So the next 786 is at 55.34.50, which is where we're at now. Probably head down to 55.30 and get a bounce would be my guess. The 8 ribbon looks pretty strong, trending up. VWAP's bending up. Everything's kind of bending up. So what Monty predicted may actually come true, where we hit the stop, hit the zone, reject in the zone, and then come back down. But not until it breaks that 8 can you really look for any short. And again, you're 4 minutes out from data, so at this point, you might as well just sit tight. Let's see what data brings. Looking around, let's see, SPY 551.70. That's green by 0.14%. Qs are green by 0.3%, 461.90. SMCI is red again. What else we got? NVIDIA green, 107.85. Tesla, wow, up 4.4%, 228. Google's battling back, green. Yeah, so you got some big hitters pushing green. Apple green, 1.2%. So nice job. Wait for the zone. Good trade there. That was a let's see if I can zoom in. Nice. Very nice. Big win. We're just lingering now around that fib line, 55.34.50. I assume we'll hang out between this and the 55.37.25. Just kind of bounce around here for the next few minutes.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yep. Welcome back.
Yeah, and I think I found the culprit.
Okay.
I had a Trade of 8 screen open, and once I closed that Trade of 8 screen, we went right back to excellent streaming.
That's interesting.
So yeah, Trade of 8 pulls a lot. So
Are you doing it through the browser or are you doing it through the program?
through the browser, because the
Through
program
the browser.
is the Mac app is just it's utter garbage.
Yeah.
It'll work, then it updates, and it doesn't work, then you have to uninstall it, reinstall it, and you'll go through that a couple times, and it'll pop back up and start working. It's just not worth the hassle. But we can pull it up on the MacBook if I need to. So not that worried about that.
So one thing I'm a little annoyed with myself on the trade earlier is we had both talked about averaging down at 55.29 at that fib line. Had I added the additional 2 MES at that point, I could have easily gotten out for a take profit on that drop down. But since my entry was poor, I felt like I needed more out of the drop to make it worth my while, and it ended up costing me. So,
well, my problem was we got a little greedy there. Once it opened, open it's a crapshoot. You don't ever know it's going to move one direction or another on open. So
yeah,
when I was in profit, I should have went on and took profits the first time and made a couple $100 off of it, and then reevaluated the trade. But we got a little greedy on it, and that's okay. We lost $500. $500 is not the end of the world. This XFA is still going. I've still got 3 more trades to lose $500, and I'm still not busted this account yet. So that's the way you got to look at it. You got to keep your stops where. This is where it's important not to move your stops. Keep your stops where they are. Trust your thesis, and if it breaks it, then your thesis. I mean, it's where it was. Look, it's popping back up now. My thesis was invalid once it broke that level. So
yeah.
Oh, we should have entered along there, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's data, but
Oh yeah. What do we got? Nothing's coming across financial juice yet. There it is. 55.7. Forecast was 55.1. Previous was 55.2.
yeah, I got nothing on that. I mean, I guess it's better than expected. So
Yeah.
PMI is the services PMI. So right, so it kind of shows that the strength is still there, or at least the strength is known. Sorry, the numbers are expected as forecasted, a little bit higher. So,
if you look too, so this zone I've got drawn out, it went to the very top of that zone. That's where it rejected at, the very top of it. U.S. composite final was 54.6. Forecast is 54. Previous is 54.1. So,
well, now you're testing the 8, and so it's come back down from its initial pop.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait and see if it comes down. I'm gonna have to see 55, probably that 55, 27, 25, come down to VWAP, close to VWAP before I think about taking a long.
What is Bookmap showing from the CVD?
I don't know right this second. I'm finna pull it back up now that I've got all this other stuff figured out.
Tide is super bullish. Tide is calls way up, volumes way up, puts her below the 0 line. Yeah, Tide is saying go long.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my spot down here though. We'll see.
So I would say I'm gonna put an order for a long at 55.29. That will be my.
That is right where orders are sitting, by the way.
Come on down to me. And if we break below VWAP, which is right actually there, isn't it? Yeah. So you
So
had
I'm gonna put
and you have VWAP and the fib line sitting there, while the previous fib line had.
I'm gonna go right below you. I'm gonna put one right below VWAP at 55.28.25. And let's see if it hits there and bounces back up. Because a lot of times what you'll see when it comes to a level like VWAP, you'll see it go past because it's actually doing a stop loss read, and then it'll rebound from there. So sometimes it's right before it, but it just depends. But Bookmap showing CVD around 0. It's just started back up, so you gotta take that for what it's worth.
Puts are,
I think actually the 55.30 area is probably 55.30.75 on that fib is probably the place to take the long, but we'll see. We'll see.
Puts are slightly above the 0 line. Calls are way above it. So you had a little tick up on the put side just now, but volume's still strongly in favor of the calls.
They're dropping these orders down to 55.25.
Oh, they just filled me.
Me and you both.
Okay.
Now they're popping them back up. I'm gonna actually try to add along with that fib level so to take it and then get this back.
So I'm gonna put my
Stop that.
Sell
play out.
High day.
Yeah, we've got orders at 55.48, so I've got my take profit at 55.47. I'm gonna be a little more bullish than you on this one.
55.47.
Don't forget, we do have more data.
Where's our data?
We've got CBD negative 300, which kind of concerns me a slight bit since it's not moving up with that move.
We have data in 10 minutes, so
yeah
no matter what, we got to be out before then. I'm gonna be a little more aggressive. Yeah.
I would love for it to pop, and we'll start trailing this stop up. We're actually gonna move the stop now. We're not taking a $500 loss in this one. If it does break below this, so we're risking $137. If it breaks below that candle, that's where my thesis is wrong anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's like that's below VWAP, and that's below all the EMAs.
I'm taking it. I moved my stop up for a quick one. I just take my $50 win. If it hits it, I'll be happy. I just get a green trade in the books. It's a good entry though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I took a 250 loss on that first trade. So now, no matter what, I'll be at 200 loss if this drops hard.
55.40, they got a cluster of orders around there, which is not too far up from us. These orders below they don't look strong, but it might take me out here anyway. But
yeah, it just stopped me, so it was $50 profit on that trade. But I would say if it can hang out again around VWAP, around the data, it probably pops off of that. But Cashy's sharing some good stuff. Look at nice pop here.
Yeah, I need a little more. I want to get back green, then I'll start trailing it up. But
yeah, that's kind of me. I always want to. I think that's what gets me in trouble a lot. Is just personally me trying to get it all back in one trade. I got to learn to take your stop, take a win.
Sure,
If it's a
for
win,
sure.
then push it up. Nice little push up here. Let's say, what's CBD looking like? Flows back bullish. Puts tick down below the 0 line.
Those orders, they moved those orders up a little bit above 55.40 now, so 55.42.50.
Yeah, I'd say we're at the top of the Bollinger Band, but everything's bent upward. So that's a good sign.
I'm gonna move that stop up a little, so I'm risking $50 now. I would like to go up to break even where that candle is, but we'll wait. We're gonna see if we can get above. If we get above this candle, so you got this little zone right here where it was pre-market high, and that's where it's struggling at right now.
I was gonna say it's starting to lose a little momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually coincides again with the top of the Bollinger Band. The point of control line, though, what is Bookmap showing that? So point of control is at 55.32.50.
All right, they moved those orders above 55.42.50 now. They moved them to 50 right at 55.44. So we are going to move this up to break even, and that's the bottom of that previous candle. So we're just risking the fees now at this point. Oh, I wish I would have had two. I would have scaled one here. I would feel a lot better about holding and letting it run.
Yeah, no, it looks like it wants to pop. I mean, Flow had another push up on calls, so
yeah, CBD's up around 1,000 now, so that's a pretty big change there.
Yeah, there it goes.
All right, we're gonna move it up to here. So now we're guaranteed 125 on this trade.
So got a 40 again. That's been kind of the rejection spot.
Yeah. I would love to break that 55.42 area.
I think you're getting some take profit before
but it's not going to right now. They're moving these orders back down now, so it's fixing to come down, it looks like.
Yeah.
CVD's dropped to 500. This CVD's dropping pretty hard, pretty quick. 400.
Yeah, I think you're getting take profit before data.
Could be. Well, CVD just popped back up to 800, so. Oh. I mean, this last bit of data was pretty bullish compared to the earlier data. So you got to think that it's going to stay in line. This service PMI coming up. So if it stays in line with other PMI, we should get a very nice pop. Dicker said he rushed a couple of trades they had. Man, I get that. I don't feel like we rushed a trade earlier, but we did not take profit when we should have. So now they're moving those orders back up. They're above 55.45 now. CBD's back at 1,000. This thing, you could see some shorts cover here really quickly.
Yeah, 3 minutes to data.
We're back green on the day, so I mean we could cut it right now for 30-40 buck profit on the day. So I'll take that every day. We're actually going to move this stop up, and this, if it hits us now, we get most of our loss back. So I'm happy. I'm good with that. It's a little tight, but a little tight. We've got 2 minutes till data, so
yeah, I'd say you probably
You got a
pull
few
back.
orders at 50, 55, 42, 50, and then 55, 45. You've got a lot of movement to the downside. These orders to the downside are moving everywhere. So yeah, Dicker, this daily loss limit is awesome on if you set it on Top Step X. OPEC agrees to delay October oil output increase. A little news coming through.
It's good.
Of course, then you have Netanyahu come out and say a ceasefire deal with Hamas isn't even close. Of course not.
That's nice.
You see you see what Putin said?
No.
He's a conspiracy theorist, you can tell. He came out and said that America is setting up for another pandemic to control the election. You know what? He's probably not wrong.
Yeah, I mean it's been a popular theory.
Well, looks like we're holding this into data. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's pushing up. Are you moving your stop up?
I am going to move it up a little here. 375. So worst case scenario, we're down like $130 on the day. And it's just hit
20.
It's going to hit.
Yeah, 15 seconds.
It did. It got so close.
That 55.40 level's been a tough one, so it's going to take probably days.
Orders have cleared, so here we go.
Yeah, so 4 seconds. Boy, there it goes. Boom.
We're out.
Nice job.
$431 up on the day. Hit my take profit. Woo! Nice gamble work, Roy. Gamble work.
I did not do the gamble. I just can't do. I can't do data.
I do not recommend that. But here's the deal. That was actually a safe gamble, guys. So I had my stop. I moved my stop up. I kept moving my stop up. So it's not like it was just a pure gamble on with no stops, no nothing. Hey, we're raw dogging this thing. Had to throw a little sexual innuendo in there. Orders at 55, above 55, 52 now.
So I took a long off of 55.40 when it pulled back right after data and just nabbed $120. Probably should have held it longer as it rips up. So I'm down $80 on the day.
Check, Roy is echo and double voice again. Well, you know what, Led? We're just going to have to deal with it for the rest of the day. I have done all my troubleshooting I'm going to do today. I'm taking a break from troubleshooting for a minute.
Raw dog. So I did a pretty quick gamble there, but the pullback to 55.40 seems like a good spot. The reaction.
Yeah, we were down $504 and to be up 431 now. So that was a $900 trade.
Swing.
So
yeah.
Actually a $935 trade. I will take that every day of the week.
So some levels for us for I don't know if you're still trading after that, but 55.43 is the 50 MA and 55.54 is the 20-day MA. So we're right in between those two guys. It looks like it's wanting to get to that 20-day MA here shortly.
Yeah. That's right. Cash out trade. So there was a strategy there. So not a gamble. It was technically no, it wasn't a gamble. We moved the stop up and we played it. And the only gamble was we were playing a pop. And yes, it would have stopped me out and it wouldn't have been that bad of a trade, but I was gambling on a pop. And luckily we kind of had everything going for us, right? We had the bearish data came out this morning, and then all this other PMI data that came out was all bullish at that point. So you just assume that the next data with PMI coming out was going to be bullish again. That was my assumption. You know what they say about assumptions?
Yep.
Assuming. So, and look, Roy, by taking trade over 8 we have had excellent streaming service here. You might get an echo, and I think it's because I got my external speakers on. Could be. I don't know. But we probably could turn. Say something to me, Roy.
It's holding above 55.50.
I am not hearing an echo. So let us know if we were still seeing an echo with Roy, because I'm not hearing it on my end now.
So it's, to me, you're probably going to pull back down to 55.47.25, which is that fib line. So another data release. So are you redrawing fibs here?
I got fibs from this initial move. Okay, is that fixed? Okay, good deal, Led. Thank you. Said no echo now, so I had you. It's weird what you got to mute and what you don't have to mute. I had to mute him on another thing to get the echo off, so I don't know.
I'm pretty.
I would not call myself a technical wizard. I would call myself lucky sometimes, and I do have balls. I will give myself that. I'm not scared to take a trade. That's about it. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad. If it pulls back to around this 55.42 level, I will look to take another long. What other data do we have coming out?
I think you're actually, well, as far as the calendar I'm looking at, looks like we're good for the day, but bond auctions and stuff, I'm not sure. So let me look at
that. Let's see. So you got Williams has already spoke. So you don't have anything till you got Waller coming on at 10.
8-week, 4-week bill auction. Meh.
Not today.
Not today. Where am I?
Not today.
Oh my goodness.
We were open the rest of the afternoon pretty much till Waller speaks right at close. So I mean, Fed's balance sheet comes out at close. That could be interesting, but it's going to be closed. So tomorrow is Friday. So we have Nonfarm payrolls coming out. That's the big one, as we all know. Average hourly work earnings coming out. Unemployment rate coming out. You got manufacturing payrolls, which is a little bit. You got Williams speaking. Total vehicle sales, and all this is right before open, or 7:30 to 7:45. Then total vehicles coming at 9, which is not a big deal. And you have Waller speaking at 10 again. So I mean, it's just, if they want to run it back up, we're there to run it back up. So
yeah, I'd say it's probably a little exhausted right here.
Yeah, that's why I want to see a little pullback. And I think the CVD has jumped. You remember we were talking earlier about CVD being around 0, 1,000, 400, negative 400, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's over 5,000 now.
Yeah, it's flow is super bullish too. So all signs are pointing to more upside, but
here's the move. So I've got the fibs drawn from the move. So I got the low at 55.28.25 on this fib level. Mm-hmm. And so far the high is 55, 50. Say that 3 times.
So we'd be looking like a pullback. from it.
55.45 would. So
That's
if
what I
it
was
comes back to
thinking. Yeah.
55.49 and bounces, or 55.45 and bounces, that tells us that the trend is strong. If it comes back 55.42, 55.38, trend is still intact, but it's not as strong as it is if it bounces up here. So thank you, Dicker. Dick said he had to drop off a meeting, but he learned a good bit today. So thank you.
That's
Appreciate
good.
that.
That's good.
Look, here's the deal. Here's what we're here for. Yes, we want to make money and we want to show you how we trade, but we want to show you kind of the whys we do things.
Yeah, I would say today was a good lesson and all. I mean, I'm actually still red for the day, so it's not always easy peasy out here, and we made our mistakes.
No.
Looks like 55.49 could be the holding spot.
And that was, what did I say? If it 55.49, if it holds, we got a strong trend in our hands for so far. So
yeah, so that I want to enter along here, but I just want to make sure.
And I'm not going to enter along on XFA until we come back to that 55.40. If we don't come back to 55.45, I'm gonna be happy with $400 profit today.
Yeah.
Like I said, I took a payout. I took 1,500 out. And once again, like, kudos to Top Step, man. Kudos to Top Step. I requested a payout at like 7 or 8 o'clock last night. And when I woke up this morning, when I opened my email, the first email I saw there was my payout was approved and sent. And I mean, that's less than 12 hours turnaround. And I did it at night. So I mean, it's just, you can't beat that.
No.
So I'm going to actually look, Roy, for it to come back. I want to come back to this 50 level, this 55.42. Bookmap is kind of telling me that's a spot to look for. 55.45 is not a horrible spot. But it's just not as strong as well, they're moving it back up now, and they're moving it down, and they're moving it all around.
It tapped the 8 ribbon. I mean, the ribbon obviously is expanded now like 6 points, but not 6 points, but
So I'm gonna put an order in at 55.45 for one.
Yeah.
If it comes back to 55.42, if Bookmap is still telling me what it's telling me here, I might add one more there. I really don't want to turn this into a losing day, but and here's the deal. Are we buying the top, this exhaustion here?
Right.
It just came one tick with filling my order, and it didn't fill my order there. So
yeah, same.
I don't know if that's a blessing. That's somebody saying, hey, just don't take this trade, or
yeah, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull my 45 order. I'm gonna see how it handles this ribbon. I mean, you've got, what did I say earlier? The 50. Yeah, so the 50 is at 55.43.25. Nice short, cashy.
And I'm going to be a little gosh, I'd love to hold a high day. I just don't know if we can work back up to high day. Right now, I should have waited for that 55.42 area, but you know what? And it's dropping hard. It might come back and take VWAP out. So if it does, it will stop me out, and we'll be back slightly negative on the day.
So I'm going to go ahead and have entered.
We're at that 618 level now, so.
Oh.
Yeah, not liking this. Roy shouldn't take me out. Should have stopped while we were up, but you know what? You don't make money that way.
Yeah, my average is 55.42.25. I have 5 MES So not a terrible spot, but
I like your average better than mine. I should have moved it down to that 55.42 area too, but
what is that?
that was not a good drop. Now book map tells we could go to 55.32.
Flow did have a drop in calls.
55.35. What's tide's in?
We had a little drop in calls, still way above. Puts had a slight uptick, but the drop in price does not indicate a massive change in flow.
CBD came all the way back to 1,700, so it was at 5,000 and came back to 1,700. That's a pretty big drop. Of course, you would expect to see it on a drop like this anyway, but it's got to hold this, or this is going to be a losing trade. We'll go 2 out of 3. Two losers to one winner. 1,300 CBD now. I was tempted to add one here, but I'm not going to. We're going to chill.
It's a pretty strong wick.
Yeah. So futures is, you can read a lot into wicks, and then you can read way too much into wicks. And
yeah.
Sometimes we read way too much into them because a lot of times you see a wick and it's just it's a raid one way or the other. I think what you're seeing now, technically, I think you're seeing a take profit.
Yeah.
I wish we would see those more shorts cover. I think we've already seen that, though. I don't know what happened to my volume at the bottom, but volume is no longer there, so I'm flying free. These orders down at 55.32, they keep moving them up and down, above 55.35 and 55.30, 55.35, 55.30. They've got them at 55.34 now back to 55.32.50. If we don't see a bounce here, then we're gonna get stopped out. We got to see we got to see the buyers take control here, or the sellers are going to take back control and push this thing back down to probably lower day.
Yeah, I mean, it's eating up that whole pop.
It stopped me out.
Stopped you out?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm not quite there yet, but probably coming soon.
So we're $70 down on the day. I still like this thing. I don't know why I still like it long. But
yeah, I'm currently down $108 on the trade, $81 on the day. So if I close here, I'm down $181.
I added one back.
Little pop there was either telling me get out with a minimal loss, or do we have some sustained buying? I would assume, always afraid of that word in trading, you at least get 55.43.25, a retest of that 50-day moving average.
They got orders above 55.45 again, and they're kind of moving those orders up. So 55.45 to 55.42.50, and those orders are fluid. They're moving up and down. So yeah. CBD is 800. But I like it to hold here. You've got a zone. Look at this. You've got this zone here. This little level from pre-market that was going hold. Then you've got pre-market here where this was resistance. So you had a level, turn into resistance. Now we're above it. Does it hold? Right now it's holding as a support. So if that holds a support, you could see a move back up to high day. Could. CBD is climbing a little again.
I mean, obviously I'm in a long, so I'm going to have a bias slant here. But earlier today we were talking as far as what are you expecting for the day, yada yada yada. I mean, you do have major data tomorrow, and the market's gotten it's just gotten beaten up all week. So to me, regardless if we're green today, you still have people wildly profitable for this week in their shorts. So I'd have to assume at some point today you're going to get some sort of short covering push. Now that could be in the last 5 minutes of the day where we're at 5,500, but something to be mindful of.
Decent move here.
Yeah. So I think as people probably wrap it up, all the data is known now until NFP. All the major data now is known until NFP tomorrow morning. So maybe your push downs that you'll get minor little short covering pops would be my guess. Just a guess.
Yeah,
though.
I got these orders sitting at 55, 47, 50 now. And then they're popping up. I want to see them get above 55.50, which they're at 55.50 now. So they're steadily moving
trade.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I've got you're good. You're good. I got to take profit at 53.75. Just went red. Oh, my mouse died.
Oh, that sucks. What mouse do you have? You have just a third party, or you have an Apple? Your everything died. Volume, everything. We know. Don't hear you. Roy, you're not here, so. Well, there's always something in it, guys. Technical difficulties. Oh, Roy hung up. He's probably going to rejoin, so I'm going to have to add him back to the stream if he does. So we're still in this trade. We want to see this 55.45 area break. And if that breaks, then, of course, we're looking for the 55.50 area. You have no volume coming through. Hold on.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep, got you now.
All right.
I think you had muted yourself somehow.
I went to go change connections. Hold on.
You are not in the stream right this second, so give me a second.
That's all right. Woo! Green. $26.
Well, we are about back to where we were before we took that loss. Just so you know. We're going to remove this top.
I went ahead and closed. I was green by $26, so I'm gonna lock that in on this particular trade.
Well, you were just talking to me, just so you know. So
okay, that's fine.
You should be. There you are. You're back in the stream. We got him back.
We got him back.
So what happened?
As I'm getting technical difficulties trying to sort that out, I see the pop happened. So I'm like trying to fix my mouse, getting my order up. So I just put a stop at a profitable day of $26. It was a $115 trade. So it hit my stop, and obviously it's kept going. But I was like, I'm bit stressful trying to do tech support while you're in a trade. So
we're going to take that. We're finished. We're 463.80. So we did all that to just play around and go back and forth and make $20. But you know what? We're green. We had a good day. And what do we do now, guys? We lock it up.
Yeah.
Not taking any more chances with you. And I got Dixie over here, my dog. She's like, hey, what y'all doing? Her and her stinky breath. So, Roy, we're getting close to the 9:30 time frame. You have your locks of the week ready? We're gonna wait a few minutes. Just gonna tease it. You got them ready?
I do. Let me just verify one small detail on it. You're gonna like my college football pick. It was not influenced by you, by the way.
If it's Ole Miss, I hate you. I mean, we're gonna win, but you can't put that jinx on us.
No. Yeah. Like I told you, I said I've put the jinx on DJ winning the Heisman. There you go. That's my jinx of the week.
You've got plenty of jinx to throw out there, sir.
Let's see. Where is this guy? Yep. All right. So this one's my college football lock of the week.
Hold on, wait. I want you to see.
Okay. All right.
We're writing this down, even though we got it recorded.
Write it
Write it down because I don't trust Roy.
All right. And I am personally going to take this bet. So not financial advice, but this is just what I'm looking at. It's a neutral site game, quote neutral. I'm taking NC State plus 7.5, plus 8.5, whatever the line closes at, to cover against Tennessee, and most likely win outright. So that's my bet of the week, is taking the points with NC State against Tennessee. I think everyone's kind of looking into NC State's game and questioning that, and they're looking at Tennessee's how good they looked. I think you get an upset there. That's my lock of the week.
Bold move, Cotton.
Yeah, you like that one. Again, not money line. I take the points, but I do expect.
Hey, look,
NC State.
I give you credit for not doing a safe pick.
Yeah,
that's not a safe pick. So.
I gotta ACC. Gotta go ACC first game.
Yeah, since they show so much
going against the SEC. You know it, right? We are. Hey, parity, right? Maybe Boston College and Georgia Tech are actually extremely good.
So hold on, there's a difference between parity and then what we're seeing. I mean, parity at a high level and then parity at an ACC level. There's a difference there.
By the way, Apple and Nvidia are ripping face right now.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to last week's low.
Yeah, it's
55, 61, 25. They got orders sitting right there. I should have held this damn long.
I should have too. I would say I'm going to blame.
I mean, you're used to taking profit quick. This is new for me. I don't like this.
You got a little wick happening here. It's battling the 20-day moving average, but I expect it to kind of rip past it here shortly.
Well, I'm swapped over to XFAs, and to combines, and I would really love a pullback to at least 55.50, and I will start loading the boat.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good spot to add. I mean, it's basically the start of this candle, so it showed that it already showed what it can do.
I pulled a U. I got up there and I got the money and I got a little itchy, and I just had to take profit. And I was like, you know what? I should have taken profit because nothing in that candle told me to take profit.
I'm gonna blame it on my technical issues.
I'm gonna blame it on you. So blame
it on me. Blame it on me. That's because the 55, 53, 75 was my target, and I just flipped it. That's all right. And
if we hit 55, 61, 25 before my order fills, I will definitely close this. I will not leave the order there. Because that would mean that that's a good spot to reject that.
You just cleared 55, which is now the 20-day average. So you may get the bounce from there. Also,
Hey.
previous high was 55.50, so which is where we're at. Oh man, that one came out of nowhere. Had like a burp and a yawn coming.
It's always great.
Yeah. So there's your
By the way,
55,
this is not
55.
an endorsement. Anybody that plays golf, or you're into golf, or you're just into funny stuff, YouTube Golf has some of the best content. Like the YouTube creators. Bob Does Sports is so funny, and I have laughed my ass off. It is just, I watch it every day now. I'm like, oh, Bob Does Sports is great. If y'all hadn't seen Bob Does Sports, go check out Bob Does Sports. You'll see Bob, of course. You'll see Joe Cuts, and then Fat Perez, who is my favorite. Anybody that goes by Fat Perez is awesome.
I'll have to check that out. That's funny.
They do drinking games, like they'll spin the wheel. You got to drink whatever each hole, and they just get hammered. And they'll get, like, there's this one guy on YouTube, Rick Shields, I think's his name. He's a English guy, very proper, very well. They got him to do a Guinness challenge where it was 4. They were playing a scramble of 4, and combined they had to drink 36 pints of Guinness.
Whoa.
In 9 holes. Like, that's total number now. Not just, we're not talking about 36 each. We're talking about total 36, but that was 9 Guinness each for 9 holes. That was insane. And they did it, and they shot 5 under.
What?
Yes. And Rick Shields is like, I do not condone this drinking. And the next thing you know, Rick's drunk having a blast. I love it.
That's amazing.
Here's the pullback. We got a little more than I was bargaining for, but we're going to add 2 more here. Like I said, this is the old combine, so we can be a tad bit more lenient with the old combine. Oh, so we got your college pick.
Right.
Actually, so I don't hate the pick, but I think Tennessee's going to win outright. So I think you're wrong. But I give you kudos for taking the pick, and
I'm doing the points, right? So the points are, the points are where it's at.
So where are we at now on points? What would you say? It's like 17, 18?
7.5 is the
7.5. But still, yeah. I mean, still go win. I think NC State's
getting the hook.
Wrong.
Yeah, getting the hook, that's good. I actually took this trade on an XFA, the 55.50. I've moved my stop up, so I'm just kind of trailing it up as we go. So sorry if I'm a little robotic here.
You're good. Once you get out of this trade, we'll get your NFL pick of the week. Don't rush it right now. We've got time.
I got that trade. It's 55. Boom. All right. So I made 90. I'm green by $91.73. I was red by $255 earlier.
And you said this is on an XFA?
Yes, this is an XFA. And actually, yeah. So this is actually, I'll tell you the DGen move I did. I copy traded all of my XFAs and combines together.
Oh.
So this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts, 2 XFAs and 3 combines. So kept it light, but again, $91 profit. So I probably. Oh, now it's coming back down, saying it's like that damn Green Goblin mask telling me, you want to do it again? You want to do it again?
Yeah, I was up. I had a take profit right at $2,000 on half of these, and it just didn't hit it. And this could turn to a losing trade, but like it's XFA, we're okay.
No, combine.
I mean, combine.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I mean. It's not real money here.
So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to lock my XFAs.
Good.
Now, here's a question before I lock it. So if I lock the leader, it doesn't lock the other ones. Is that correct?
So as long as you leave the copy trade on, yes, all of them are locked. If you take the copy trade off, then no, it's not locked.
All right, so I'm going to lock my XFAs. I've unchecked the combines on these copy trades. So that concludes day 3 for the XFA. So $376 times 2 accounts, $750 is our total. So 376 for one account, for 2 accounts in our 3 days of trading. Just
So
trading MES.
Where was I?
I think you were at 1,400 yesterday.
Okay, 1,400. So we made another 400 and 463 today. So about 1,900 bucks from the week.
Yeah.
3 days.
Take that. I'll take that.
Averaging 600 a day. I could live with that all day, every week.
And
you guys think about it, you get payouts that way. That's how you get payouts.
Right. And today was actually a really good kind of educational day in that, again, it kind of went against us to start. And so we had to get our emotions in check, find the next trade, take your time, and bounce back. And at the end of the day, if you're green and you bounce back and you manage your risk, we didn't scale higher, right? We didn't go in and say, okay, now we doubled the amount.
I scaled back.
So I would say today was another good example for us of just how we're growing as traders. I mean, that's something I struggle with, is I still scale up. I'm still trying to chase my loss, and to be accountable on the stream and to do it live with you guys is extremely helping. It's helping me out, but it's also just really enforcing better habits. And to see what Monty was able to do in that position, because I was down 250, Monty was down 500, and to have the confidence that we could get it back without having to increase our position sizes is critical.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do is go heavier. What you say that, and I'm on a combine here, and I'm trying to add 3 more. I'm trying to get 9 lots total and play a smaller pot, but it gets right to me and won't feel. So there's there. But no, in the combine, yes, I scaled back a little today, and it's not because I didn't trust myself today. It's because we had mixed data today. So we had bearish data to start the morning off early, and you can see we had the drop and all that stuff. Then we had some bullish data come in afterwards. Anything could really happen there. You don't know if shorts are going to cover, if profit takers are going to take profit, which you saw a little bit of both, I think, today. So scaling back on a day like today was, if I would have traded my normal setup, we double what we're up 800 bucks. We probably wouldn't have been taking that last trade, to be honest with you, but probably might have taken those last 2 trades and would have been one and done. But all right, we're in here now. We're risking 2,500 on this combine. I would like to see if we can get. I got to take profit at 55.53 and 55.56. Might not feel. I got my stop at 55.42.75. I'll live with that. If it takes it out, it takes it out. We'll come back tomorrow and try it again. And we still haven't even touched that 100K combine over there, so we will do it later. I'm not copy trading any of this stuff. I'm trying to do it one at a time. There's nothing wrong with what Roy's doing with copy trading. I'm just trying to build some accounts up one by one. And then my goal is to get this XFA up to probably 6,000 plus and start doing 3 to 5 lots at a time instead of 2 lots at a time. Kind of scale up and show you that you don't have to copy trade. You can actually scale up and down on your position size to make what you want to make. And then you scale up to 5 lots, that $400 trade right there turns into a $2,000 profit day.
Right.
Who doesn't want to? I mean, of course, your risk is a lot more. You got to adjust your risk for it. So, but I don't know. Then you, like Roy said, I think he said it yesterday. Then you can start scaling in and out of stuff, which is great when you're able to scale in and out, or scale out, especially is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stop the scaling in, guys. I do it on the XFA, and I did it yesterday on a trade on. I mean, I did on combines. I did it yesterday on the XFA. But my goal is to have an entry point and stick to that entry point and either win or lose. So sometimes it shows you a little bit. Here, I'm gambling a little bit on this. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is not how I normally trade. But if you can nail those entries, then the profits are going to come, right? You just saw that. We took, what? It was 3 trades today, 2 losing trades, 1 winning trade. We kept our actually, no, it was 4 trades. It was 2 and 2, right, Roy?
No, I think it was 3. It's 2 and 1. So we actually won 2, and we lost.
Then we got it back.
We lost the first one.
Then we lost the second one, then got it back. It was 4.
That was 4. Okay.
Yeah. So what that shows you, though, if you keep your stop loss in check, and then you let your take profit hit where it's actually a decent take profit. And this is not a shot at Roy, but it's higher, so because I don't want to do a 1-for-1 risk reward.
Yeah.
I would rather do, in futures, I can live with a 1.5 to 1, 1.75 to 1. I really like at least a 2 to 1. But you can see we took 4 trades today. We had 2 losers. We had 2 winners. We're up $460.
Yeah.
That means our stops worked, and then our take profits worked. So that's a successful day in my book, is what I think. So
definitely. I mean, it's kind of that old saying. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But it's just about managing risk. And I'll kind of say this about the copy trading. The only reason I'm doing a copy trade for that many accounts, or even just two accounts, is I have to learn to manage my risk. So I can't go in there throwing around, multiple ES and taking $1,000 losses on that many accounts at the same time, because it's just not gonna work out for me in the long run. Like, you get one move down, like you just got, and it's gonna
stop on the next day too, by the way.
Yeah, it's gonna nuke all of your hard work. So just gotta be consistent. Every day. Casino's open tomorrow, so even if you had a losing day today, you come back. And I haven't had big days yet. I'm just trying to manage risk to make sure I have smaller red days and tolerable green days until a nice opportunity present itself. And this week's been kind of just laced with data for us, so it's been a little bit trickier to try and be in anything sustainable without having to hold through that data.
Yeah. Yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with copy trading. I've copy traded plenty of accounts. Won lots of money doing it, lost lots of money doing it. I can tell you both ways how it works. You have a $1,000, $1,500 loss day and you're copy trading, and let's say another prop firm, for example, and you have 20. Mm-hmm. You just lost $30,000, on a $1,500 losing day, where you look at the screen and that hits a little harder than other days do. So it teaches you. That's one good thing about Top Step. It teaches you Top Step. You don't have a stupid trailing drawdown, so you can actually let your moves play out. So you have a chance to make more money. You don't have to rush to get out. Like, I was just I'm green on this trade right now. If it comes back red, well, that's $400, $600 difference in my drawdown on other firms compared to this one. So risk reward, we said yesterday, mental, right? Yeah. Which risk reward is right in that mental part of trading. You have to set out what works for you. I think Roy Easy, he trades what is it a 2.5 point stop, hard stop no matter what? Do you miss some moves with it? Yeah, you do, but in the long run, if you're taking good entries, you're going to be great with that. and then you'll learn to loosen that stop up a little bit. I'm more of I try to play to levels or zones or fib levels and stuff like that. I don't do a hard. Y'all saw it today. My stop as soon as I'm in a trade, I immediately go and adjust my stop and my take profit because I just want it on the screen so I can easily move it and get it where I want it. That has bit me in the ass before where I've gotten in a trade and then immediately it goes in and hits my stop. If you're 2 in and a $487 stop it doesn't take long to hit it when you're in a couple of ES if you get a move quick. Yeah. It's liable to spike down and go right back up. So, but I like to have it on there, then I set it. I don't move it down. I don't move it away. Only way my stop moves now if I'm moving more into the money.
Yeah.
And that's discipline. That's what you got to do to stay disciplined. So, Roy, give us your NFL pick of the week.
All right. NFL pick of the week. So, fun fact, there is all home teams this week are favored except one. And that one is the New York Football Giants. They are plus 1.5 against the Minnesota Vikings. For that stat alone, I'm taking the Giants plus 1.5 this week on Sunday.
So you're starting out 0-1 in the
NFL. Hey, I will ask you this, not to put you on the spot, but who is Minnesota's starting quarterback?
Don't care.
Yeah.
Who is the Giants starting quarterback?
It's all Dookie boy, man. Daniel
exactly.
Jones. I think that's all you need to know. He's playing the mirage game, right? Like you see all this horrible play in the preseason and in practice and stuff, and then game time, he's going to turn it on. But no, I think I like the Giants at home, plus 1.5. I'll take those points. Again, they're the only. Or sorry, I won't say the only. Indianapolis is an underdog, plus 3 against Houston, which is also another good one. But I'm gonna go with the Giants plus 1.5, and a bonus for you. I've got the Ravens winning tonight outright on the road. Wasn't gonna do that as my pick, but that would be my my bold call. So Ravens beat the Chiefs tonight.
A little backstory: Giants were my favorite football team ever. Eli Manning was quarterback there. I loved them. I remember watching Super Bowls, biting my teeth. You've had some former Ole Miss players play there. It's been great. Eli still loves them, so I still kind of pull for him. But it's just, I hate the way they never got Eli any support when he was there.
Yeah, they didn't,
and they still won.
Yeah,
they still won. And one of the Jerry boys from my hometown of Batesville actually played guard there too. So we took a L. We're getting beaten down over here. I'm cutting these XFAs off. Combines off. I'm done with everything. I'm cutting her loose for the day. We're locking everything up. I don't care.
Yeah, she had a nasty fall, didn't she?
Yeah, and it came down and hit my stop really quick, and I hadn't moved that stop up, so we're probably going to have to reset that 100K combine because we got $700. But we're going to try to build it back up tomorrow, guys. So, but go back to this screen. This is where I made my money. It's real money.
Mm-hmm.
I can take that out. So, great day.
Good day. Yeah,
we have not been to 10 o'clock yet, but you know what? It's kind of played out kind of like I wanted. 10 o'clock was kind of, I don't really want to trade after 10, so kind of worked out, I think, in our favor here. So,
yeah, no, I think it's a fluid timestamp, right? So,
on the end,
if we're trading beyond this, then that means we're probably chasing something, or the market just wasn't a good day to trade because the volume starts to dry up right around this time.
Yeah, and
maybe not on this drop, but
yeah, it should have been. These can't. We were talking about Wicks. How sometimes Wicks tell you a story, sometimes they don't.
Yeah,
Wicks told us a story up here that it was getting exhausted on this move, and then look. Yeah. So you had this move down, you had this pop back up, but then you can see the exhaustion once it got up there.
Yeah,
that was the level, and that actually, does it coincide with another level? Yep, right there. So it is what it is. Combines, I don't care. I'll let Top Step pay me more money to reset them bad boys if I have to.
I would say it's better to happen now than it is to happen earlier.
Yeah.
So,
And
all right.
look, I'm gonna tell you, if I was trading my XFA still, I would have waited for a confirmation candle to get in that position. I'm not. If you notice, there's reasons. It's not just at a level. I do set it at levels, but then it bounces. You see different candles that kind of give you indication it's going to bounce. Here where I added, you had this candle. So when you're in an uptrend like we were here, and then you get this kind of like a shooting star candle, right?
Mm-hmm.
That tells you a reversal's coming.
Mm.
9 times out of 10. And then what do we get right after this candle? We got a reversal. So I gambled a little bit at some levels and some EMAs. It is what it is. I live with it. So green on what counts. Green on what counts. All right, good job, Cash Apps. Another short down. You got too many colors in your screen, dude. I love you, but my gosh, all those colors.
He goes to the school of Roy. I'm a color guy. I got colors all over my place.
Look, I think my screen's big right now with the fib levels on it. I can't imagine all that.
That's funny. All right, I think it's good to call today. You got my
Roy,
picks.
thank you.
And yeah, we'll do it again tomorrow, sir. Let's finish up the week strong.
Thank you, guys. Hey, thanks for everybody that joined the stream today. Looks like we figured out the culprit for our woes on the stream, so got that part figured out. We will go on. Cash Apps, don't yell at me in the chat over here now. I said it's focused on fib lines only.
Yeah. Well, smart. All right, I'm gonna head out. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you guys. Appreciate everything. We will see you guys tomorrow, Friday. Hey, tomorrow is Friday. On a light Friday. Let's not do anything stupid to mess our week up on a Friday. So that's our goal.
Day to tomorrow morning. Be careful.
Yep, we'll be here at 8 o'clock. So Central. Oh, look at it die now. My goodness.
Yeah, it's going.
It's going to the low now. You don't get this close and not hit low. Yeah. See you guys. See you, Roy.
All right. Take it easy, man.
It's like, oh, you're done. We can go outside.
All right.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to stop this recording, the streaming now.